Good afternoon, Knicks Nation. Happy Sunday, happy weekend. I hope you're all safe and healthy and that your family's safe and healthy and that you're enjoying this weekend before we all have to go back to work, most of us, tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying this weekend. Hope you're safe and healthy. Hope your family's safe and healthy and the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings. Welcome, Brother Lonnie Judah, Aaron Spalding, Anna Grill, Craig Watts Weston, Tony Tippins, Mike Miller, Uncle Juniors. What's up? Diamond Holders, my brother. John Pettit, what's up? Guilford McCormick, Andrew Abraham, my man. J.R. Acosta, J. Sniper, my man. Organic Fanatic, Keith Watkins, Severe Jorgensen, Kubar Dobbins, what's up? Cool Kyle G, Miss Nancy Stevenson, welcome. Coach Ciara, 617, King Ribby, what's up? Hilton Israel, what's up? Chris Hauser, Coach Hauser, what's up? I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. Everybody's well. So what a week we started out with in New York. Edwin St. Ellen, how you doing? What a week we started out with in New York. We know we got blown out by Boston. Boston shot 29 3-pointers. They hit 29 3-pointers. Unbelievable performance by Boston. Yes, we could say they're not going to do that all the time. You're not going to see Bridges and OG perform like that on a regular basis. But you got to give it to Boston. They really did bring it to the Knicks. We're going to see them again. And it is what it is. We're going to see them again. And I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be like that. I'm still not worried about the Celtics in the 7-game series. I'm not worried about them in the 7-game series. Not at all. They took it to them, period. Okay. Good for them. We're going to see what Mike Everhart, what's up? Knicks fan for life, what's up? Keith Watkins, Donkey. Knicks will be 2025 and 26 chance, what's up? Cliff Allen, hello. Freddie Errol, what's up? How you doing? Flatbush Dre, Man Corn. Hope all you guys are enjoying yourself. But then, of course, the Knicks did take a look at the film, and they did come back. And unfortunately for Indiana, they ran into the buzzsaw. I mean, just like we could say fairly that Boston ain't going to shoot 29 threes all the time. That ain't something that's going to happen, be unconscious like that, all the time. You ain't going to hold Halliburton to a nut every game. They held Halliburton to a nut. And then had Indiana shooting 3 for 30. What's up, Felicia Lee? Had Indiana shooting 3 for 30. Now, as I don't believe Indiana will continually be held for 3 for 30 with Halliburton shooting a nut, you got to give the Knicks defense credit. They were outstanding. Yes, you could look at the offensive numbers, but as I've been saying all along, and I will continue to say, it's defense that wins championships. It's defense where you win the chip. Offense is all right. If you look at the Knicks offense, even from the Boston loss, they weren't great, but they weren't bad. It wasn't bad. It was the defense. Defense let us down. And so they shored up that perimeter defense against Indiana, and they came to play against Indiana. And if you look at the offensive numbers for the Knicks against Indiana, they're not going to blow you away either. Yes, they did have 4 guys that got 20 points. That is outstanding. All 5 of the starters in double figures. That's always good. 3-point percentage, 44%. That's really good. But, they got points in the paint. They got outscored 70-54. They only had 12 turnovers. That's good. Assists, they only had 19. So it was good, but it wasn't like blow you away. But it was the defense. It was the defense for the Knicks that has made the difference against Indiana, and it's going to make the difference this whole season. To me, the biggest thing from the Indiana game was Mikal Bridges. Like, people were coming to me and saying, you worried about his shot. He's got a hook, a hitch in his shot. And I was saying I wasn't worried about his shot. And I wasn't. I wasn't worried about his shot. I knew he was going to come back. He's too good. But what made me really take notice against Indiana. See, Indiana, I mean, when you're talking about Neesmith, Hart, you're talking about some guys that could play some defense, okay? These ain't no slouches on defense. Rick Carlisle don't play that. So, but it wasn't just that Mikal Bridges was scoring. It was how easy he made it look. That's the thing. It was how easy he made it look. That is scary. That's the scary part. The mid-range and how easy he got to his spots and how easy he would throw that turnaround up there over anybody. Didn't matter who they put on him. There's another guy in the league that scores like that from the mid-range and really pretty much could do what he wants. And that guy was on the floor that night too. His name is Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam has a very similar mid-range shot, a turnaround shot for the mid-range that pretty much nobody could do anything with. But Pascal, as good as he is, and he has been all NBA, so he's been there, he's that dude. But as a two-way guy right now, it's Bridges, man. And I'm telling you that it was not just, and of course, I knew, and we all knew, you're not going to have OG and Bridges get burnt up like that, like they did against Boston. That wasn't going to happen twice in a row. And it certainly is not going to be something you see as the norm. But it was how easily Bridges scored. And the thing is that you got Brunson, you got Cat. And so teams have to pay attention to those two guys. They have to. Okay. And what I envisioned before the Randall trade was the same thing. You have Brunson and Randall, or Brunson and Mikal, and then you'd have somebody one-on-one. It's Mikal. See? So Brunson gets double teamed. They got to double team Cat. Mikal's going to have a year, man. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if Mikal Bridges was all NBA. I'm telling you, he's going to be all NBA defense. Him and OG are both going to be all NBA defense. Okay? They're both. But Mikal is that the way he can see that year. How much was it? Was it a year, 2 seasons he played in Brooklyn? That whatever that was, 2 seasons, 1 season he played in Brooklyn. He developed, he blossomed his offensive game. And he's not only was he making it look like it was easy, and he was making it look like easy. Look, man, this is the league. It ain't easy to do that in the league, man. It's not. And he was making it look easy. He really was. And I was like, damn, this is going to be dangerous for the league. The league's going to have a problem. And let me tell you something. I predicted, and I still hold to it, that each of the 3 rookies, Porty, Kolek, and Daddier, they're going to get probably 30 DMPCDs this season. You're going to see them sit a lot. But they're going to get a lot of minutes in garbage time, because I'm going to tell you, the Knicks are going to get their share of upsets. People are going to upset them. It happens to every team in the league. They're going to have their share of close games. But the way they were playing Friday against a very good Indiana team, you're going to see a lot of blowout. They're going to blow some teams out. And those rookies are going to get garbage time. You're going to see them get fourth quarter garbage minutes. Like at the end of the third quarter yesterday, Indiana only had 64 points. There are teams that score 64 at the half. At the end of the third quarter yesterday, Indiana only had 64 points. See, they scored 34 in the fourth quarter. It was out of, game was over. It was garbage time. Okay, fourth quarter. But they had 64 points at the 3 quarters. I mean, Diamond Hope. I mean, when Mitch comes back, and let me tell you, some of y'all, I had some knuckleheads come on my channel because I kept mentioning Shamon. And so he said, well, Shamon's not on the team. And I kept explaining, please read the news. Please read what Ian Begley said. And they just drafted Shamon in the G League. So he's going to be, they're going to convert him to a regular contract, and he's going to be on the team. Okay. Shamon's going to be back. When you get Shamon with Deuce and Precious, now Sims is two, but I'm saying it's Shamon, Deuce, and Precious. You get them three, and then don't let Mitch come back. Don't let Mitch come back and man that second unit at the 5. Yo. Yeah, Deuce was mentoring Hooport. He was telling him, man, this is how you earn Tibbs' trust. He said, don't sneeze at these little bit of minutes you're getting, because go all out. This is how you earn. This is how I earned it. And I was trying to tell some of y'all, that's why some people say Hooport should play in front of Sims or Kolek should get minutes. And I was trying to tell y'all, you got to earn it. Nobody handing nobody no minutes. I don't care how somebody keep calling Kolek the second coming of Stockton. I mean, even if you think that, he still got to earn his minutes. And Tibbs don't just throw minutes at you because you think somebody's good. It don't work like that. Not with him. It don't work like that. So they got to go through the same path. And what Deuce was trying to tell Porty, he said, listen, you got to earn your minutes. When you get these garbage minutes, make the most of them. This is how you earn his trust. That's what he said. This is how you earn his trust. He's talking about Tibbs. And Deuce should know. Deuce went right through the same process. See? Went right through the same process. So, but it's all good. And the thing is, like I was telling my man, Mani Prakash today, it's not like people think because you think, let's say legit, Hooport is better than Sims. Let's say legit. I don't agree with that, but let's say, let me just give you that. Let's say Hooport is better than Sims. That don't matter. Did you hear what I said? That don't matter. That don't matter. He's got to learn how to play the 5 in the league. See, even if he is a better talent than Jericho Sims knows how to play the 5 in the NBA. Hooport does not. For example, there's a guy, thank you, Lewis Luck, for the fighter. The other thing to like about Mikal is his availability. That's right. I mean, yes, absolutely, Lewis Luck. Absolutely. But I'm always knocking on wood because, and I think I kind of felt that I was watching the game and I was watching the commentators, and the commentators were always holding their breath to see if somebody's going to get hurt for the Knicks. Because that's the only thing that can stop the Knicks is injuries. That's it. That's the only thing that can stop the Knicks is injuries. That's it. Okay. No, Daddy ain't earning no minutes, man. Y'all need. Anyway, just look at it. James Wiseman is more talented than any Knicks center. But he was 1 foot out the league. And he just hurt his Achilles, so he's out for the season. They'll probably bring him back, in Indiana and work him back. But what I'm bringing up is talent is not the only thing. That's just the beginning. Talent gets somebody to look at you in the NBA. That just gets somebody to look at you. You got to learn your role, and you got to learn the NBA game. Talent just gets somebody to look at you, okay? So with Hooport, talent got the Knicks to draft him 58. That's just the start. He's got to learn how to play the NBA game, and he's going to get that knowledge in garbage time and in the G League. The same with Daddy A. You're going to see 30 DMP CDs for Daddy A this year. Especially once Precious come back and you got a healthy Precious with Shamon, and don't let McBride come back. Them kids ain't playing unless it's a blowout. They're going to get garbage minutes. And I'm telling you, the Knicks are going to blow out a lot of teams. If they keep everybody healthy, the NBA is going to have every bit the problem we thought they were going to have. Every bit the problem. See, with Deuce, I thought Deuce was going to be that, I told y'all, in West Virginia, right? So West Virginia Deuce became G League Deuce, and then G League Deuce become now potential 6th man of the year Deuce. Let me ask you, do y'all think, am I being crazy if I say Deuce McBride will be in the conversation for 6th man of the year? Is that crazy? Or is that a legit expectation? I'm not saying he will win it, but will Deuce McBride be in the conversation, like say top 3 for 6th man of the year? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, he is. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Okay. So he has gone from West Virginia Deuce to G League Deuce to conversation for 6th man of the year Deuce. Okay. And that's why I was saying in one of the videos we did this week, he's not going to start, because if you remember, Tibbs was reluctant to start Emmanuel quickly. And the reason he kept giving was because he wanted that scoring off the bench in the second unit. And he didn't want to give up that scoring by starting IQ, if you recall. That's what he kept saying. That's Deuce's position right now. Deuce is the guy he's the guy that's taking DiVincenzo's scoring position off the bench. Okay. He is the guy that's going to be the leading scorer off the bench. Okay. Okay. So he is the number 1 option in Mobb Deep. That's him. He's the number 1 option in Mobb Deep. Even when you get Shamon in there, Deuce is the number 1 option in Mobb Deep. Okay. If you notice yesterday, he scored 8 points. Do you know why he scored 8 points? Well, he did hurt himself a little bit, but he's going to be all right. But the reason he only scored 8 points is if you look at the game, most of his minutes yesterday was with Brunson. Most of his minutes yesterday was with Brunson. Okay. And that's why Deuce won't start. Because when he's in the game with Brunson, he's not going to get as many shots. Okay. That's why. He's not going to get as many shots when he's in the game with Brunson. And he played a lot of minutes with Brunson and Mikal Bridges. And y'all saw how Mikal Bridges was scoring yesterday. It was ridiculous. I mean, like I said, he was making it look so easy. It was crazy. So that's why Deuce would be second unit. He'll get more shots. He'll get more touches in the second unit. Especially you put him out there with Precious and Shamon and Timms. And then later on, you put Mitch Rob in there. Deuce is going to get a lot of touches. Like I said, I expect him to average at least 15 a game this year. You know, I expect, and right now in the 2 games so far, that's about what his average is. So I expect him to average at least 15 a game. He could get more than that, but Deuce McBride is really a key player in Mobb Deep. He really is. He's the captain of Mobb Deep right now. So it's going to be something else. The Knicks are going to be bringing the NBA some problems. There's no doubt. I mean, and tomorrow's a good test. They play Cleveland tomorrow. Cleveland is 2-0. Okay, Cleveland is 2-0. They started off very strong. All around. They just started off very strong so far this season. They come into New York. Are they 3-0 now? I'm sorry. I'm behind. Okay, they 3-0. See, they start off strong. So they come into New York tomorrow, and it's going to be a good test for the Knicks. And I'm sure some of y'all noticed this. Y'all remember Tibbs' first year and probably his second year with the Knicks. The Knicks were better on the road than they were at home. Y'all remember that? They were, in the beginning of Tibbs' regime, the Knicks were actually better on the road than they were at home. They were better on the road. But now that the thing has developed, the Knicks there's hell to pay. You come to Madison Square Garden. Did y'all see him? I saw the game. I watched the review. Man, there's hell to pay when you come to Madison Square Garden. So having Cleveland come to the Garden is good for the Knicks. I think it's good because they got a tough schedule to begin with as it is. So we had to play Boston. We just played Indiana, and now we got Cleveland. And then after that, I think they play Miami, if I'm not mistaken. I think they got Miami up after that. So, you know, and I think in Miami, Detroit, and There's a 4-game road trip. It's Miami, Detroit, and somebody else. Let me see it. They got Cleveland at home, then Miami, Detroit, Houston, and Atlanta. All 4 of those teams, I mean Detroit, with the exception of Detroit. It's not going to be easy. That road trip ain't going to be easy. What's up, superstar? That road trip ain't going to be easy. Okay. But did you see Brunson? I think who he took to the hole? He took somebody to the hole yesterday. I think it was Neesmith. And he was talking all kind of mess when he made that shot. He was telling this guy, get the F out of here. Did y'all see that? Brunson crazy, man. Oh, man. Brunson crazy, man. I was like, what? No. When you come to and why do I bring that up? Is because when it comes to playoff time, if the Knicks manage to finish in the top 2, which I really think they can, and especially if they don't get hit with the injury bug like they did last year, if they could finish in the top 2 and you got to come to New York in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, we in good shape, y'all. We in good shape. We in good shape, y'all. We in good shape. We in good shape. So this is really looking good. And I like the fact you're going to get Precious and Shamon back. Like I said, I'm expecting them both to be back by Thanksgiving. I could be wrong, but I'm expecting both Shamon and Precious to be playing by Thanksgiving. In fact, let me look at that schedule again. I'm expecting both of them. Thanksgiving's around the 23rd, the 20th, right? So I'm expecting them to be back. I would say I expect both of those cats to be back at Phoenix on Wednesday the 20th. You can mark me. I'm expecting both of them cats to be back at Phoenix on November 20th. Yeah, I think we'll get both Shamon and Precious back by November 20th. I'm looking for both of them. That's an ESPN game, 10 o'clock Eastern in Phoenix. This is the first game of a 5-game road trip for the Knicks. Not an easy one either, but yeah, I'm expecting both them cats to be back for that game. And if they are, we in good shape, y'all. Yeah. Detroit, I'm going to tell you, I'm expecting Detroit to win at least 37 games this year, if not 40. I'm expecting Detroit to come out with like 37 to 40 wins this year because Detroit people don't, the quiet is kept on the DL. Detroit done made the next step. They went from pure rebuilding, and now they've added veterans to their crew. So they added the guy from Philly, Tobias Harris, the Long Island guy from Philly. They added Malik Beasley. They've added some pieces to their squad. Yeah, they added Beasley. They added Tobias Harris. There's another guy too. They added some vets to their squad, and then of course you got Beef Stew and you still got Durant. So I wouldn't sleep on them at all. And you got let's see, Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway Jr. That's the other guy. They got another vet. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They got Malik Beasley. And they got Tobias Harris. See, that's a sign they're ready to make the next step. So you got Cade, that's your centerpiece. You got Ivy, you got these youngins, and you got B Stu. You got 4, basically you got 4 youngins. That's your core, right? So you got Beef Stew, you got Cade, you got Ivy, and you got Durant. That's your core. Then you add it now you're adding that next crew of vets. Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley. You adding that core of vets that can help you now. And you got Fontecchio. He's pretty good. None of these guys are a superstar, but you're not looking for that right now. You're not looking for that right now. So you got enough. And then there's Paul Reed, who's a decent player as well. I'm expecting them to get like 37 wins this year. They're going to surprise some people. So no, Michelle Lee, you're right. It ain't like you're going to be a pushover. It ain't no automatic W, but we're talking about the New York Knicks right now. Right? I mean, right? We're talking about the New York Knicks right now. Yeah. We're talking about the Knicks right now. So, yeah, it's all that. I don't look at Detroit. I don't think Detroit's a lottery team. I don't, unless somebody gets hurt. If they suffer, like if Cade Cunningham gets hurt, I think they would be. But I don't think they're a lottery team this year. I don't think they'll be in the top 10 picks this year. I don't think Detroit will. I think they'll be outside. They might be late lottery. I could see that. 12, 13, 14. They might. But I think Detroit's going to make another step this year. I think they can make another step. Yeah, he was. And they got a solid management crew. Yeah. I think they're going to make another step this year. I would not be surprised. Yeah, and Orlando, I told you, Orlando ain't joking, man. Orlando ain't joking. They for real. You know, they was for real last year, and they for real this year. So Orlando ain't joking. So don't sleep on them. They gonna be good. Orlando's gonna be good. In the East, Cleveland, Orlando. I'm not as high on the Bucks as other people. I'm just not. I don't see the Bucks even top. They're not top 4 in the East, in my opinion. The Bucks are not top 4 in the East. They're not. They don't have enough. Your supporting cast has taken a step back. Brooke Lopez taken a step back. Middleton is hurt. Your ancillary pieces that they need, and then trading Drew Holiday was a major mistake. So to me, I know they got Dame Dollar, and I know they got Giannis. 2 great players, no doubt. But it ain't enough in the East this year. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. I can see them being 6 in the East. I really can. I can see them being 6 in the East. And have y'all noticed what y'all think? I think Jimmy Butler's losing a step. What y'all think? I think Jimmy Butler might have lost a step. What's up, Danny Lance? I think he looked like he lost a step, man. And I think Miami, see, one thing about Miami, they could recognize, man. And I think they recognize, and JB lost a step. And that's why he ain't got no extension signed. They ain't signed him to no extension. So and I'm not saying, look, Khalil Ware could ball. Of course, the rookie from last year, what's his name? Jesus Jaquez. Jaime Jaquez could ball, but that's future. They need a stud. And right now, Jimmy Butler is their stud, and he looked like he losing a step. Yeah, so I don't like the way Miami's looking. But Cleveland is just, if they don't make top 4 in the East, man, somebody need to be fired, because they got the talent, man. They got the talent. So they got the talent. They should be top 4. If they not, somebody should be fired, because they built that team proper. Cleveland's got Evan Mobley's ready. Jared Allen's ready. Of course, they got DM, and of course they got Garland. They need to step up this year. It can't be a one and done for them, or some people need to be fired. But I'm looking at Orlando, Cleveland, of course, Boston. I'm not worried about nobody else. I ain't worried about Philly. See, people is tripping because PG-13 signed with Philly. And look, your boy can't even play back-to-back. He didn't already come out and said he ain't playing no back-to-backs. Now listen, there were people that wanted him to come to New York. Can you imagine? No back-to-backs, and you're paying him $50 million plus. You're paying him $50 million plus and no back-to-backs. I'd rather have Mitchell Robinson at $14 million. I'm sorry. I'd rather have Mitchell Robinson at $14 million coming off my bench. I'd rather have Mitchell Robinson at $14 million. I'm sorry. Yeah. And his right leg, and his right leg ain't even going to watch. Listen, they better hope Maxey plays like an MVP, and they better hope PG-13 will have no more scares, because they ain't going nowhere. I ain't worried about Philly. I wasn't worried about Philly before the season started. I wasn't worried about Philly. And I'm very going to ain't worried about them now. Ain't worried about no Philly. Nah. See, all of them other dudes they got, them other dudes are role players on a good team. When you're talking about Oubre, you're talking about Kyle Lowry's like 100 years old. Eric Gordon's like 100 years old with 200-year-old knees, right? I mean, what? Come on, Reggie Jackson, come on. Ain't no joke on this team. The Joker ain't here. No, I am not worried about Philly. Thank you, Lewis Luck, for the $2 between 313 and MB. They have a good knee. That is true, Lewis Luck said. Between the two of them, they got one good knee. He said they got half a good knee. Yo, I ain't worried about Philly. I ain't worried about Philly at all. I'm more worried about Orlando and Cleveland than Philly. I ain't worried about Philly. Forget. And I ain't worried about Milwaukee either. I ain't worried about Milwaukee. Middleton's another dude that ain't got a half a good knee. And what? Brook Lopez is at least 35, right? Brook Lopez he got to be at least, he up there with Al Horford. He up there. Brook Lopez got to be up there with Al Horford. He in that mid-30s. Wait, right? He's in that mid-30s. That dude older than dirt. Let me see here. Let me see. Brook Lopez, 36, this dude. 36. So you got Brook Lopez, 36. Dame Dollar, 34. Middleton, 33. I mean, what? Oh, hell no. I'm not worried about Milwaukee. I ain't worried about them. Look, let me tell y'all something, man. The NBA is hoping that the Knicks get some injuries. They're hoping. Because if the Knicks don't get no serious injuries, they're going to be top 2 in the East. And they very well could go to the finals. They very well could go to the finals, okay? They're going to be top 2 in the East. If they don't get no injuries, if you get Mitchell Robinson coming off that bench in January with Precious and Deuce, what? Oh, and listen, last year, I was picking Minnesota and OKC out west. Last year. They just as good now. They just as good now, man. So, nah. And let me tell you, it's going to be interesting if the NBA conference, if the Eastern Conference Finals end up being Knicks, Boston. Ooh. Come with 29 threes now. Come with 29 threes now. That's what we're going to be saying. Come with 29 threes now. What? Yeah, Ankh Ra 999 says Mitch starts and Hart come off the bench. That's what you would like, right? But hell no, that ain't happening. You know that ain't happening, right? Why do y'all disappoint? I don't understand why people like, what, do you like being frustrated? You know damn well Tibbs is starting Hart. He ain't starting Mitchell Robinson. That ain't happening. Down there 140th Street. Where I met Maurice Cheeks this week. Did you? Okay. Yeah, man. He's on the Knicks staff. Thanks for the 5 bones, man. Yeah. Good, man. Cool. Did you were you at the game? Were you at the game 140? You was at the game, right? No, man. Tim's anybody listen. Some of y'all need to learn the NBA game. Jericho Sims knows what the hell he's doing defensively. He right now, of all the 5s that the Knicks have, that would be him, Precious. Well, Precious is really a 4. So you're talking about Porty and Cat. Sims is the best perimeter defender from the 5 of all of those guys right now. Jericho Sims, as far as 5s, is the best perimeter defender the Knicks have. And if you can't see that, I can't help you. He's the only guy at the 5 that can guard 5 guys on the court. He can guard everybody from 1 to 5 on the perimeter. Jericho Sims. He's the only one. Okay? So for anybody to be trying to act like he don't know what he's doing or he's thinking because he don't score. And this is another thing. When you're in the league, you have a role. That's how you make it in the league. Very few players could just ball out on both sides of the floor. Very few. And they get paid. And even they don't last that long. You know, like you got Giannis. MB when he's healthy. Even the Joker, defensively he's good, but offensively that's what makes Joker MVP. But there's very few dudes that could ball out on both sides of the ball for many years. Not many could do it. Kawhi used to, but look at where he at now. Okay, PG-13, look at where he at now. See, very few people could do that. And so in the league, guys are so good, they got to have a niche. They got to have a role. And you want them to play in that role. Okay, Sims' role is defense and rebound. That's his role. He's not there to score. He's not out there to do that. He's out there to play defense and rebound. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's it. And speaking of what Craig Ward said, I'd like to see him grab more boards. You have to really pay attention. There are times when Josh Hart gets a rebound, and the reason he got the rebound is because Jericho Sims is boxing out two dudes. See, y'all don't pay attention to that. But I see all that because I'm a defensive-oriented guy. I like watching it. The reason there's about at least 3 rebounds that Josh Hart got yesterday, that the reason he got those rebounds is because Jericho Sims screened off his man. Anyway. So, yeah. There you go. Soul Snatcher says that Julius Randle's a better player than Cat. You can say what you want. We're very happy with Cat. Thank you. And I hope y'all are happy with Juju. I don't have no problem with Juju. Juju gonna help y'all out. He is. Cat gonna help us out. And so we're very happy with Mr. Anthony Towns. We have no problem with it. We're good. Okay, no problem with it. Yeah. So you can't expect, not everybody, we're very happy with Cat, man. Go ahead. I'm glad you're happy with Juju. Go on. I know Juju's gonna be good for y'all. See, people are so anxious to say who won a trade that they come up with some BS just to make themselves sound like they know what the hell they talking about. There's sometimes, believe it or not, that both teams win a trade. There's sometimes, believe it or not, that both teams win a trade. In this case, that's what happened. The Knicks got Cat and they good, and Minnesota got Juju and they good. That's good. Both teams got something, man. Not everybody just go one-sided. It don't happen like that. Both teams win a trade. That's a good trade. It's like I feel like the Precious OG trade with RJ and IQ, both teams got what they needed. The Toronto got up-and-coming young talent, and the Knicks got ready now playoff talent. We good. Okay? We good. Both of us are good. Now, with the Nets, I have to give that. I mean, even though the Knicks gave up a ton of draft capital, but we ain't need that draft capital anyway. The Knicks give up draft picks to get Mikal Bridges. I know the Nets are looking for draft capital, and they got it. So they have it. But they're gone. It's all we had to do. And the Don loaded up on that draft capital and pushed them chips in the middle and got Mikal Bridges. And there were people saying, I heard there were some people on Twitter that was just out of their freaking mind. I don't know why they gave so much for this guy. He's not that good. There were people on Twitter saying that. That's why you don't see me answer idiots on Twitter. Because some of that was just so stupid. Or, wait for it. Did y'all remember people saying Kolek is going to challenge Deuce for minutes? Like Deuce might be out of the rotation because they just drafted Kolek. Y'all remember that? Wait. Am I the only one that remembers that? Right. The Knicks just drafted Tyler Kolek. Oh, my God. Deuce is going to be out of the rotation. His minutes are going to be cut because right behind Brunson is going to be Kolek. And I told y'all the boy ain't playing. I told y'all the boy ain't playing. Garbage minutes. That's it. Oh, shoot. Oh, Kolek is so good now. Deuce might be out of the rotation. I don't know where his place is. They may have to trade him. I heard all of that BS all summer. Ugh. And then, why did the Knicks give up so much for Mikal Bridges? Did you actually see him play Friday? Did you see him Friday? Did you see how easily he scored? Like he wasn't even sweating. Did you see how easily that boy scored? And did you see the lockdown defense? Did you see? And I kept telling people, y'all know, I ain't got to tell y'all. It was a year ago. I've been saying, don't trade nobody except if you can get Mikal Bridges. I said, don't trade nobody except if you can get Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is the exception. Why are you making him? He ain't no superstar. Don't need to be a superstar. He's good enough to get us that chip. I'm telling y'all, here we go. That was a year plus ago. That was plus a year ago. Yep. That's what I said. I said, the Nets got to make a decision. They need to rebuild. Oh, man. Yeah, no, man. That's what I'm saying. Bridges. Ooh, Lord. And what it is, it's them daggone turnaround jump shot. Whoa, man. Man. And I'm glad, Soul Snatcher, no, 61, you ain't going to get no hate for putting love on Juju, even though he ain't a Knick no more. Because once a Knick, always a Knick. And we love Juju. Juju's fam. Now, I would be having a problem with you if Juju was in the Eastern Conference, but he's over there with Minnesota in the Western Conference, So, hey, we high on Juju. We Juju high. So, yeah, we with you, Soul Snatcher 61. We're glad. I'm, very happy that you're happy. And we're happy. Everybody's happy. Isn't that right? We're happy. You're happy. Everybody's happy. Cat's already showing out, bro. Cat's already showing out. Thing is that people don't understand. You can't just look at the box score. Even though Cat had a good game the other day, right? Cat had a good game. Can't just look at the box score. See, what Cat's value is on the boards. And see, when you play the 5 for Tom Thibodeau, you got to rebound. And Cat's rebounding. He's already starting to rebound. That's right. And don't let Precious come back. See, a lot of people talking about, I want to see Cat at the 4, Mitch at the 5. No, you don't. What you want to see, listen to me now. You want to see Cat at the 5 and Precious Achiuwa at the 4. That's really what you want to see. You want to see Cat at the 5 and you want to see Precious Achiuwa at the 4. That's what you want to see. I'm just saying. Damn. Damn. That's going to be rough, man. The Knicks are so freaking stacked. And by the way, did you see what Hart? Did you see how Josh Hart played yesterday? All that whining about I don't know my role. I don't know what I'm playing. I'm confused. Did you see him yesterday? And everybody talking about he can't get no rebounds. I think he had 10 boards. Did he not? Exactly. Where Gumby when you need him. I think Gumby quit on us with you. Gumby's in the Minnesota chat. Gumby's in the Minnesota Timberwolves chat right now, man. Now, but you're going to see, you may not, it's not going to see, everybody gets caught up on the starting 5, and I hear you. But no, Tibbs ain't changing his starting 5 for at least 25, 30 games, so get used to that. Stop tripping. But when Precious does come back, I can guarantee you're going to see lineups that include Cat and Precious. You're going to see lineups that include Cat and Precious. And that's going to be hellified. That's going to be hellified. Yeah. See, 20 and 10. He can't rebound. He's only 6'4". And man, he can't shoot either. Oh, my God. We need Deuce to start. That was just a week ago. Y'all remember that? That was just a week ago. We need Deuce to start. Oh, my God. He can't hit anything. He can't shoot. I was hearing, y'all don't know. I get to hear from all these knuckleheads all week. So it feels good when I can shut them up. At least for a little while, I can shut them up. Everybody's like, you got Deuce to start. And y'all recall, I did a video and I said, start Deuce? Nah. Didn't I? I said, start Deuce? Nah. Because I knew that Hart was going to do his thing, and I want to see Deuce get his touches in the mob deep. It's going to be dynamic, man. I'm excited. Y'all should be too. Shoot. Y'all should be excited too, man. Shoot. Yes, that motor. And look, Did you see? I don't know. It was at least once, maybe twice. Josh got his own rebound and started the one-man fast break. Y'all saw that? He got his own rebound, started the one-man break. And then there was times when Mikal Bridges is playing that Obi Toppin role. You know, he gets down the floor, man, and they seeing him. Yo. Mommy? Wait, hang on a second. Somebody got in my house. Hang on. Mommy? 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 Who's in the house? Oh, I thought I heard a man voice. I was like, wait, I'm doing my podcast. I said, wait. Don't let me have to grab something, man. I thought a man was in the house. Can't have no males in the house and I don't know you just showing up like that. You know what I'm saying? Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. And I just came back from the range. Shoot, they would have 44 problems. Nah, man. See, we got this nearby. We keep it right here. Right next door. We keep it right there, just in case. That was my mom's in the house. I thought I heard a man's voice. I said, what man being in my house right now? Ain't no man supposed to be in here. We don't play that. And we just came back from shooting too. Nah, man. Not in Florida, you don't. Not down here in FLA, you don't. You have 44 problems, bruh. For real. I got 44. What my man said? I got 357 ways to simmer saute. You know what I mean? Shoot. Not like that. I was like, who was in my house? My mom's come working in here. For real. I'm about to do that castle doctrine. We're about to do that castle doctrine, man. For real. Shoot. Anyway, so yeah, you're talking about Miss Nancy. You talking about Deuce's hamstring, or you talking about Precious? They actually didn't say what was wrong with Deuce. He did come back strong yesterday, but I don't know if it was his hamstring. You talking about Precious hamstring? Precious, they said 2 to 4, and he looked good. Precious said it's a minor thing. No, Precious said it's a minor thing. He's gonna be back quick. So that's not. Did you see the video? Y'all must not have seen it. Precious put out a video recently, and he said it's a minor thing. It's a minor setback. So he's not. He's only gonna be out 2 to 4. They ain't changed that. Yeah, I think he'll be back by November 20th. Yeah, for real, J. Cruz, we ain't playing that. No, we ain't. I said, wait, I hear a male voice. That don't sound like my wife. Yeah, I think he'll be all right, Miss Lee. He'll be all right. Don't worry about it. It ain't that serious. He'll be okay. It sounds more serious than it is. Precious will be back. Not worried about him. Not worried about Precious Achua. Don't worry. And you know why I can say that, Miss Lee? For real? It's a contract year. It's a contract year. He ain't gonna be sitting. It's a contract year though. He's gonna make this money. I'm trying to tell you, beware of the NBA player on his contract year. He is going ball. I'm telling you, I ain't worried about Precious. He getting his money. So I ain't worried about him. He'll be back. Don't worry. November 20th. There it is. What's today? Today is the 27th of October. I'm looking for him around November 20th. Him and Shamon. You think Shamon don't want to get that long-term deal with the Knicks? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. And both Precious is 25, if I'm not mistaken, and Shamon is 27. No, it's about that time. They're trying to get this money. Both of these cats trying to get this money. Precious is 25. Shamon is 27. They trying to get this money, man. So, no, they're going to be back. I am not worried about them two brothers. I am not. Not at all. Why you think when Precious did you see the play when he was going to do the dunk and he pulled the muscle, he just walked right off the court. You know why? You know why? He just walked right off the court. He's not taking no risk. That was a preseason game. He's not taking no risk with his money. You know that. And that's why he came out and did the video. Like, I think it was last week, Precious did the video. This is just a minor setback. I'm going to be back soon, stronger than ever. Beware of the NBA player on a contract year, especially a young dude trying to get his first bag. We're going to be all right, y'all. Don't worry about it. I can see him getting a nice mid-level exception next year. And I can see Shamon getting the mini mid-level exception next year. Watch. Both of them. They're going to get money. They're going to get their paid. They're going to get their money, man. Yeah, they'll be all right. Brooklyn Knicks fan, you're really joking, right? Why do y'all say these things? Why do y'all do that? Because now you're going to make me check Precious Achua, right? Or Shamon. Landry Shamon is coming back on by November 20th. He just was drafted yesterday by the Knicks. So stop with that stupid rumor bullcrap. He'll be back. Don't worry. Shamon will be back. And if you think, first, let me just explain to you. Do you actually know who Matt Ryan is? Do y'all know who Matt Ryan is? You know he's not even an NBA player, right? Like, he's not even NBA level. Matt Ryan is an NBA level shooter. That's it. He can't play any defense. He can't dribble the ball. He can't rebound. He's an NBA level shooter. That's it. And do you know he's going to remain in the G League? He's not coming to the regular team. He's going to remain in the G League. The Knicks signed him as a G League guy. Oh, Matt Ryan. No, there's a... No, Matt Ryan in the NBA. Yeah, anyway, yeah. No, he ain't playing. Somebody talking about he's starting over. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Dig, you better stick to, the park, picking the first five at the park, man. Oh, oh, some of y'all really. Oh, man. Oh my God. Yeah, he was undrafted coming out of college. He was undrafted. Yeah, he's not even Steve Novak. He was Steve Novak looks, yeah. No, there is a Matt Ryan in the NFL, but we're talking about the one the Knicks just drafted from the G League. You knew that, right, Andrew? They just drafted a Matt Ryan in the G League. Yeah, they just drafted him in the G League. No, and you know why? Miss Lee asked, I'm glad you brought that up, Miss Lee. Miss Lee said, I'd rather they picked Lonnie Walker than Matt Ryan. But no, I tell you why they could not draft Lonnie Walker. Okay? Lonnie Walker would command a regular salary. He wouldn't be going into the G League. And he's going to get it somewhere. So they couldn't afford him because they're saving that regular contract for Landry Shamon. Okay? So Lonnie Walker wouldn't be able to do it. Number two, Lonnie Walker is an athletic player at the University of Miami. He went to the San Antonio Spurs that does not play NBA level defense. He's an athletic player that does not play NBA level defense. So that would also cross him off. So he's looking for a regular, like $3 million salary, which the Knicks are not going to give him because they're going to give that to Shamon. And then he can't play NBA level defense. He's an athletic guy that can't play NBA level defense. So that's number two. Number three, he plays the two guard. He's not a 2-3. He's not a 1-2-3. He's a two guard. He plays the two guard. And right now at two guard, the Knicks have Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, right? And then when Shamon comes back, Shamon. So you got already four guys that play that position. See? So there's no way they were going to get Lonnie Walker. It's just no way. That would not happen. Okay? That's not going to happen. But even to get Landry Shamon the way they did, that was slick, man. That was slick. Yeah, no defense, no way. But that was slick. Yeah, so yeah, Shamon is going to get that spot. And he's going to play with Deuce off the bench. Okay, that's why. But I have had a number of people come and say, we want Lonnie Shamon. Let's get Lonnie Walker the fourth. Let's get Lonnie Walker the fourth. And I was like, no. You can't get Lonnie Walker the fourth. I think Cat, Andrew's asking, do I think he'll attempt more threes? I think if you look at his career average, he's going to get about 5 threes a game. And that's, well, he's still going to get about 5 threes a game. Now, there'll be games where he gets more than that. And there'll be games when he gets less. But I think he's going to average about 5 threes a game overall. That's his. He averages 4 point something threes a game as a career, but lately in his last couple of seasons, it's been more than that. And I think he'll get that. Yeah. You're welcome, Ms. Lee. But yeah, a lot of people come at me about the Lonnie Walker. And I was like, no, because they have already decided on Shamon. And so they're not going to give that contract to anybody. And the way they're going to work it out is you're going to get Hoop Porty convert his G League contract to a regular contract. That'll get the Knicks 13 players. Then you take Shamon and you give him a regular NBA contract. That gets the Knicks 14, which is what they need. They got another week where they're going to maybe sign 2 guys and waive them again. But I think Shamon needs to about Thanksgiving, and they'll get him back. Oh, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Ant made more threes than Cat, but that don't mean nothing. That's Ant's role. That's Ant's role. Ant's number 1 option on Minnesota. So yeah, he's gonna take. Just like I don't think anybody be surprised if I said Brunson's gonna make more threes than Cat this year. Why? Because Brunson's the number 1 option. That's why. Yeah, he's like the number 1 option. So he's gonna take and make more threes than Cat. Jabroni Z, you recognize him like I do. Oh gosh, man. Yep. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to one of my grandchildren, man. Some of these people, I feel like I'm talking to one of my grandkids. I swear I do. Oh, yes, Jabroni Z, you know exactly where I'm at. Denver lost a big piece in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a bigger loss. And I'm sorry, somebody's going to hate me for this, but the closest Russell Westbrook came to an NBA title was when he and KD were on Oklahoma City. That's the closest they came. And let me just say something. That's the closest he ever going to come. So when you get a past his prime, Russell Westbrook, and he's a nice guy. He works really hard. He's got a serious motor. He's just no longer, in my view, a championship piece. So you just ruined your chances of getting a chip. You're trying to replace Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with Russell Westbrook, and that's not a good replacement. And the reason I say that is Pope was a 3-point shooter. Westbrook is not, and that's a major difference. Pope was a 3-point shooter. So you're dealing with Murray, who can shoot the 3 and go to the hole and finish. Of course, you got the Joker. Then you also got the 6'10" kid. I forgot his name with the bad back, but now, you got them 3. Now you just took a shooter away and you replaced him with a guy that can't shoot. I don't like it. Now they're trying to start the kid Brown. It looks like Brown, but his name is Brown. You know what I'm talking about. Porter Jr., right. So now you got Brown. So their success will depend a lot on what Brown does. Can Brown step in for KCP and hit those open looks? We'll have to see. I don't know if he can or can't. I don't know. MPJ. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. So you got him. He could shoot. You got Murray. He could shoot. And you got the Joker. And you had Pope. And look, all 3 of those guys were really good defenders. So now you bring a really good defender. Brown is a good defender. That kid could play some defense. But can he hit open looks? And we don't know yet. I'm not saying he can or he can't. What I'm saying is that's going to be a large factor in determining how far Denver goes. And we're nitpicking. Denver is going to be top 4 in the West. They are. They may start slow, but they're too good. I mean, just with Murray, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and the Joker, they're going to be top 4 in the West. They are. They're just too good, okay? But you're talking about trying to win another chip, right? Trying to get by Minnesota and OKC, right? That's going to be a problem without KCP. Yeah, that's going to be a problem without KCP. So Yeah, they're hoping for Brown. His name is Brown, the second-year white kid. He could play defense. Brown could play some defense now. Don't sleep on his defense. That boy, that young boy could play some defense. It's Kenny, and he has hit. You know, when they won the chip as a rookie, the boy was hitting big shots for them. He was hitting big shots for him coming off the bench. Christian Brown. I keep wanting to say Brown, but his name is Brown. Christian Brown. He could play some defense, man. And right now he's averaging 13 points, but he's only shooting, he's shooting 25% from three. See, he's shooting 25% from three so far. See, I don't want to say he's going to shoot like that all season. It's only 2 games. Maybe he'll come around. You know, maybe he will. We'll have to see. That's why somebody asked why Denver started so slow. That's it. They got to get acclimated with Brown in the starting lineup. Will they? We'll find out. We'll find out. Well, Jeff Green, I'm not as, okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But Bruce Brown, yes, he played a good role. But listen, he had to take that 40. What did he got? $40 million for 2 years, right? He had to take that money. Yeah, and yeah, he had to. Yeah, so it takes time. So Christian Brown could very well, end up being the guy. If he's because he plays the same defense as KCP. Can he shoot the ball like KCP? We'll find out. We really will. And I don't know. The boy might be able to. We'll see. He's stepping into some big shoes right there. And this is his 3rd season. I think this is his 3rd year, right? I think it's his 3rd season for Brown. So we'll see. We'll see. But to me, a guy like Westbrook, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he was. He was a great pickup for Orlando. He really was. He was a great pickup for Orlando. So we'll see. That's why I say Orlando is going to be tough, man. John Smith, I have to disagree with you. And I'm Q-Dog Hive, so I'm not going to agree with that. I've heard and I've seen highlights of McCullough, and I do see a lot of Josh Hart, but I don't see no jump shot like Grimes going on. He ain't got no jumper like Grimes. He might be able to play defense. I'll give him maybe, yeah. He might be able to play some defense like Grimes and bring motor like Josh Hart. That's good. That'd be great. But to say he could shoot better than Quentin Grimes, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I disagree with that. And plus, McCullough ain't playing. I mean, even if he is healthy, he'd be in a G League. He ain't playing. He's good that he's hurt, man, because he needs to rehab and get ready for next year. And McCullough needs to come back next summer for the summer league and be ready. That's what really seriously, that's what he needs. We don't need him this year. He needs to come back and be ready for the summer. Yeah, he needs to come back and be ready for the summer. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, Q-Dog didn't sign the extension. A couple of guys didn't sign the extension. So we'll see. It's a long season, man. Let's see what happens. No, Michael Everhart, I have totally shut down the idea of Cat at the 4. I think it's a stupid idea, and I think he needs to stay at the 5. That's why the Knicks signed him. That's why he's getting paid $40 and $50 million, $60 million a year, not to play the 4, to play the 5. And he's going to play the 5. And let's not waste time talking about playing him out of position. Cat is a 5. He's not, what's that boy's name in Utah? He's not that boy. Marketing's a 4. KP's a 4. But Cat is a 5. That's his position. Don't play him out of position. Yeah, we're good. We're good with that. Tibbs got kicked out of Minnesota playing Cat at the 5. Tibbs did not get kicked out of Minnesota because he played Cat at the 5. That's a stupid thing to say. Oh my God. He didn't. So he got fired from Minnesota because he decided to play one guy at the 5. Oh my God. Would you please stop it? Tibbs got kicked out of Minnesota because he had the president of basketball operations job at the same time that he had the head coaching job and the general manager job. And that's not something any head coach in the NBA can successfully do. And he did. Oh. Please stop. He got kicked out of Minnesota because he played cat at the 5. That is about the stupidest thing I've ever. Oh my God. Anyway, you're not going to see Cat at the 4. He's going to play the 5. And that's where they got him. To play the 5. Yeah, that's why they got him. They went and got him. And if you recall what Tibbs actually said when they first did the deal, what do you think about Cat trade, Mr. Thibodeau? He said, well, we had a need at the 5. That's what he said. He said we had a need at the 5. Did he say we had a need at the 4? No. He said we had a need at the 5. That's what he said. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Organic fanatic. You feeling me, man? That's what I'm saying. Oh, my God. See, one thing about my channel, right? You got guys in here that know basketball, like Andrew Abraham, Organic Fanatic, John Pettit, Jabroni Z. You can't just come in here popping off some BS and think you're going to just get away with it. You can't do that in here. You know, not only do you catch the third rail with saying stuff about some of my fam, like, you know, Sims or Mitch Rob or Deuce, anybody that's part of my hive, you know, you can catch the third rail, and some people have already, believe it or not. But you can't come in here with some basketball stuff like that. This ain't, I don't know who, let me not say nobody's channel, because then everybody be like, he said this about so-and-so's channel, and I like so-and-so's channel. It ain't this ain't the Maury Povich channel. This ain't the Maury Povich channel. It's not. Okay. Yeah, Brooklyn Knicks fan. I don't know if Brooklyn Knicks fan apparently didn't get the memo, y'all. Brooklyn Knicks fan, I will kick you out for your opinion. You don't like it? I will kick you out for your opinion. You don't like it? Oh, wait. He didn't get the memo. Check this out. Brooklyn Knicks fan, this is not a democracy. My room is not a democracy. You don't have First Amendment rights in here. Wait. Let me just make sure you catch that. You don't have First Amendment rights. I don't give a crap who likes it and who don't. This is my goddamn channel. And so I will kick you out if I don't like your opinion. If I don't like your face, I'll kick you out. You don't understand? This ain't no democracy. You ain't got no First Amendment rights in here. You better come with this. Oh, he thought this was democracy. Oh, the poor guy. This is when I got this hat on, this is Knicks. So you start talking about Tibbs getting kicked out of Minnesota for paying Cat at the 5. Hell yeah. That will get you out. That will get you got. It will. Now, because I'm going to be merciful because you didn't know. So I'm going to leave it alone this time. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay? Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Yeah. Forgive and forget. Okay? So, yeah, that's how it is, man. I'm just telling you. We don't roll like that in here. Yeah, exactly. Listen, Organic Fanatic. He knows. He gets it. Exactly, John Pettit. Oh, God. So y'all so crazy, man. Edward Walker. How you doing, man? Oh, God. Yeah, they must be, man. They must be. It must be Maury Povich. Yeah, go. This ain't Maury Povich, though. I'm trying to say, man, this ain't Maury Povich up in here, man. You can't just come in here. What, my opinion? I don't give two dog doo-doos about your opinion. This is Knicks, baby. Don't come in here with that. And then there's fam. There's certain dude that are fam. And you can't come in here talking about fam. You just can't. Yeah, thank you. Shoot. And dudes be getting hot behind it too. You know why? Because you used to, y'all used to go into Maury Povich. What's that other dude's name? There's Maury Povich, and there was another dude like Maury Povich. I forgot their name. Or Dr. Phil Devilhue, or one of them. You used to go into one of them type. You used to go into one of them type rooms, man. No, what's the other dude's name? Jerry Springer. That's it. So you got it. Jerry Springer. You used to go into Jerry Springer and Maury Povich and Phil Donahue type rooms, or Montrell Williams. You used to that, huh? This ain't that. This ain't that. This is serious, Mobb Deep, New York Knicks. Serious, Mobb Deep, New York Knicks. This is what we doing, baby. Geraldo, right. This ain't like that. Yeah, Jerry Springer. Yeah, rest in peace. I think he did leave his black daughter some money, didn't he? I think he did, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think his kids was mad because he gave the girl he had with the sister, he left her something, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they was a little upset about that. Yeah, I think Jerry left the sister some assets. Was it him? Yeah. I think it was him. Yeah, confusion with the democracy. Yeah, right. That's right. So this ain't democracy. Anyway, so tomorrow, Phil W. That's right. So in Brooklyn, I said, W. Phil W. That's exactly what Khalid was saying. Phil W. Yeah. So tomorrow, wait a minute. Let's look at what's the injury thing tomorrow? Let's see. So Mikal, we know he's up. Precious, we know he's up. And of course, Mitchell Robinson. That's what they got on the thing for tomorrow. That's pretty good, actually. So they got Precious, Mikal, and Mitch Robinson. What about Cleveland? Oh, Max Strus is out. That's right. I forgot about that. Max Strus is a big loss for them. Imani Bates was coming on last year, but he wasn't really like a major part of their rotation. So Imani Bates and Strus are the only things they're missing. But they 3-0. Y'all said it, right? They 3-0. They 3-0 right now. They 3-0. They just beat Toronto, Detroit, and Washington. Now, they beat Toronto, Detroit, and Washington. Now, I'm not saying those are NBA teams, and you got to play who's on the schedule, right? But am I crazy if I say Toronto, Detroit, and Washington are not in the same class as the New York Knicks? Can I say that? I don't want to call them scrub teams, Michael Hart, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. But I'm saying I think we could safely say conservatively that Toronto and Detroit and Washington are not in the same class as the New York Knicks. That New York is at least a cut above them. I mean, am I crazy? Am I being crazy? Knicks Nation, talk to me. I mean, right? So tomorrow's going to be a game. Yeah, right. Exactly. Organic Fanatic, you said they're in the bottom tier. So I'm not discounting that they legit wins. You have to play who's on your schedule. And Cleveland did. But tomorrow's going to be a game. And I'm not saying Cleveland can't win now. They can. But it's going to be a game. Oh, I can't wait. You know what I like, though? Tell me what y'all think. I like that we have Jalen Brunson because he is... I'm not saying as far as talent, but as far as competitive desire to win. He's on the Kobe, Michael Jordan level. I can mention those two because in terms of the competitive drive to win, I'm glad Brunson's on our team, man. I'm glad we got Brunson. Man. So Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, can y'all? I mean, how many guys that's the number one options on their team, right? Have the same drive as Jalen Brunson? How many could you guys name? Like, I would say maybe the Joker, and Giannis, right? But outside of those two, who got the same edge? And Jimmy Butler used to, but I think Jimmy Butler's lost a step. What you think, HRM? It looks like he might have lost a step this year. I'm just saying, he don't look the same. At least at this point in the season. Maybe he comes along later, but it looks like I think Jimmy Butler lost a step. Like, I would put Kyle Lowry in that conversation, but he's past his prime too. He's past his prime, right? So, yeah. Michael Everhart, I have to give you that one. I definitely have to give you that one. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, yes, I have to give you that one. I can't deny it. Shea SGA, I have to give you that. I can't. Yeah. I exactly, Coach Hauser. This is Mitchell Robinson playing. Because if Mitchell Robinson was there, hell no, man. They don't want to see him. Oh, shoot. Organic Fanatics say Jimmy B been at too many Diddy parties. Oh, he said he been at too many Diddy parties. Oh, yeah, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I give you Jaylen Brown. Really, though, as far as competitive spirit, I'm going to give you Jrue Holiday over Jaylen Brown. I've seen Jaylen Brown get his spirit hurt, but I think Jrue Holiday does, though. And you can't, he's got two chips from two different teams. But yeah, the competitive drive of Brunson, like, put it this way, no matter who the Knicks are playing, no matter who they're playing, Brunson gonna bring hell to somebody. Okay, no matter who they're playing. And that's why this is the first time that the Knicks have had that. At the point guard spot, I'll say since Marbury. Marbury, offensively now, Marbury was a hell of a point guard. I mean, right? In terms of pick and roll, Marbury was a problem. Okay, he was a problem. So they haven't had a guy that could put fear in people like that since Stephon Marbury, really, because he really, yeah, JB, yeah, exactly. So even if Cat was mentally weak, he won't be with Brunson next to him. No, he won't. And then say what you want about Josh Hart. That brother crazy, right? He and Deuce don't like nobody punching us in the mouth. You saw what he said against Boston. He said they punched us in the mouth. We didn't even respond. We gotta respond. Yeah, Andrew, you're right, but it's Mitch that make their knees shake, though. It's Mitch when they see Mitchell Robinson, that's when they start getting, like they said, before I go, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. When they see Mitchell Robinson, they be like, Coach, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. That's the dude, man. Hide your lunch money when Mitch Rob's out there. They don't want to see Mitch. They don't. Mm-mm. Yeah, but JB, he ain't gonna let Cat sleep on it. And I don't think Cat is anyway, but yeah. Hey, Devo, they started Connolly the last game. Did you notice that? They put DiVincenzo off the bench. Oh, I know that kind of hurt his spirit, though, because he was starting for the Knicks. And he was going to be starting this year, but no, he wasn't. Not with Mikal Bridges. No, he wasn't. I'm joking. No, he wasn't. But Devo's coming off the bench. Yeah, Devo. What you say about Devo? Devo coming off the bench. Devo coming off the bench for Minnesota, though. Yeah, he's averaging. They say he scored 16 or something like that. So, oh, I didn't know that. Coach Hauser does McCall got DM's number? Does McCall got DM's number? Ooh, ooh, does he? Well, what was I don't know who that person was that said Tibbs got fired because he paid Cat at the 5. But one thing that did happen, Cat did shrivel up in the playoffs that year when Tibbs brought them to the playoffs in his second year there. I'm not saying Cat's gonna do that this year. Matter of fact, I think Cat's on a mission to prove he's a man now. But Cat was playing like he was a little boy in that playoff series with Tibbs and them. I don't think Cat gonna do that this year though. I don't think so. Yeah, you're right, Johnny Davis. I give you that. Playing in the Garden is going to change things. But I think Cat's a grown man now. That was a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. I think Cat has matured. Yeah, I think he's a grown man now. Oh, you saying Devo would take Josh Hart's spot? No, Felicia, come on, Miss Lee. No, seriously, Miss Lee. You think Tibbs would sit Josh Hart for Devo? Now, I'm not saying Josh Hart is not as good as Devo, but I'm saying, do you seriously think Tibbs would take Josh Hart out the starting lineup to start Dante DiVincenzo? I don't think so. Y'all know Dante is like Tibbs' grandson. You know Dante's like Tibbs' grandson. I mean, not Dante, Josh. Josh Hart's like Tibbs' grandkid. You know, that's like his own grandson. Him and IQ, And he like even Josh Hart better than IQ, I think. I think he like, but I'm talking about, but because you got McCall though, Miss Lee. You got McCall, McCall starting and you need that fifth starter. I think it would have been, it would have been Josh. Even though I agree with you, I think Devo would be better at the 2 and McCall at the 3. I agree with you. But Tibbs just got this thing for Josh Hart. I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, they needed Devo for the trade, and it was a smart move on Minnesota's part. That was a great trade to get Dante and Juju. Great trade, great trade, great trade for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It really was. But the Knicks did get a great trade when they got Precious and OG. Can't say they got Precious and OG, right? They got both of them. So exactly, it's Deuce time now. Excited about that. Excited about that, Coach Hauser. No, I hear you, Felicia Lee. No, you make perfect sense, Miss Lee. I'm not saying you don't. But with Tibbs and Josh Hart, there's just, I don't know. It's just, I agree with you. In fact, you know why I say what you say would work is because if you was to start DiVincenzo, you still got Deuce and Josh coming off your bench. So that wouldn't really, I think you're right. That would make more sense to me, starting Devo at the 2 and starting McCall at the 3 and OG at the 4. That would make much more sense to me. I totally get it. And then you still got scoring off the bench to go with Josh. I agree with you. But I'd be always leery of Tibbs and Josh. He just loves that boy. Just loves that boy. Oh, yeah, that bench would be dynamite. With Precious, Hart, Deuce. Oh, yeah, that would be dynamite bench. Dynamite bench. For real, for real. And then you got Shamon still, too. I mean, or Payne with one. Although I think if they didn't do this deal, like if Devo wasn't included, you probably would not have Shamon here. You'd have Payne, but they signed Payne before they got Shamon. You probably would have Payne there. You wouldn't have Shamon, but I hope you're right, Edward Walker. I'd love to see that. I feel like Deuce is my son. Hey, he must have heard us though. You see, he changed. You see, he got his haircut tightened up. He put back on the Warrior bandana. He got the braids back in. Dude's got his head back. Dude got his stuff tight again. Y'all see that? He was wearing that caveman look for a minute, man. I'm like, Deuce, bro. But then he got it tightened up. Yeah. Yeah, we got a great rotation, man. Yeah, really. I hear you, Cool College. I was getting used to it. It was a little bit of a shocker to me. I ain't gonna front though. When I seen it at first, I said, Deuce, come on, man, tighten up that natural, bro. And he did. He came out yesterday with the bandana and the tight braids. He did. Yeah, right. But I mean, Cool College, I can understand. You know, it did give him a certain edgy look. You know, the natural way he had it flowing like crazy like that. It did give him that edgy wild man look. You know, that wild man, I'm gonna give you hell look. But I like it's a little tighter now though. It's a little tighter. Yeah. But then, did y'all see Paul Pierce in the Boston game come with? That was the tackiest chain I think I ever seen. That was the tackiest chain I think I ever seen in my life. That was the tackiest thing I seen, man. I was like, will you please take that mess from around your neck? I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed on your behalf. I was like, what was he thinking? I don't know. Yeah, me too, though, Organic. I'm getting ready to take my wife to dinner. Yeah, Deuce is. No joke, Baby Walker. He is. That jumper's wet. Y'all know Juice's jumper's wet. Yeah, that $2.99 chain looked like it was pumped with air, man, or water or something. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Oh, my gosh, man. Run DMX. Yeah, Run DMC. I think you meant Run DMC. Oh, my gosh, man. He is a clown, Jabroni. I was like, and it's embarrassing. What a great player he was. He got his chip. Now he's been talking all kind of foolishness. Oh my gosh, man. See, the thing is, when they talking mess, when Shaq and Charles talking stupidness, I could put mute button on. I don't gotta hear. But when somebody got a chain like that on, what are you gonna do? You know, every time the camera pans toward it, you got no choice. You gotta see it, right? Oh God, it's terrible. He is New York state of mind. He is. I agree with y'all. You and Jabroni Z are right about that. No doubt. Anyway, we got Cleveland tomorrow. Is Cleveland playing today? Because is this a back-to-back for them? No. They playing tomorrow. It's just the Knicks. Yep, they playing tomorrow. So we got Cleveland tomorrow. Yeah, apparently, Andrew, he is now. I'm still having trouble believing that. Yeah. Arenas is another clown. Exactly. You're right. But he did Arenas marry he married his fine sister recently, I think, didn't he? I think Arenas married this fine sister recently, this Trinidadian sister, right? Am I right about that? I think he married this fine girl recently. I mean, she kind of been around. Let me not. He did marry a fine sister recently, though. I was gonna say she let me not say anything. Let me not say nothing. He got engaged. Okay. Yeah, she's fine though. She's fine. I'm sure a lot of guys. No, never mind. There used to be this song, he say, "Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you so." Because she used to be my girl. You like when we was kids, dudes used to joke like this. Guy say, "Oh, you going with so and so? You know she likes her eggs over easy. Ask me how I know." Right? Ask me how I know. Oh, she does this when she sleeps. Ask me how I know. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Shaquan. I mean, I don't know. Oh, he would. Well, He talked too much mess, Gilbert Arenas. That's all I'm saying. He talked too much mess. He talked too much mess, man. She might be for the streets. Anyway, she's pretty though. She's very pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah. I ain't even gonna answer that, New York State of Mind. I ain't even gonna answer that. All right, yo, I gotta go. I gotta take my wife to this restaurant, man. Look, tomorrow night. Hey, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for hanging out. Let me just give me some special thanks. Hold on, let me give some special thanks. Let's get some special thanks to all of y'all who was out here doing the thing. All of y'all was, hang on, let me see. Lewis Luck, Donnell, 147th Street. Thanks for the change. We greatly appreciate the change. Thank you for that. MSG tomorrow night. Hey, I think we're going to have a good time too on November 10th at that restaurant. I think we are. I think we're going to have a good time at that restaurant on November 10th. That's the last game that the Knicks play Indiana this whole season. Oh, she's French? Is she French? Oh, okay. You ain't getting me in trouble, Jam Session. You are not getting me in trouble. Oh yes, I did see that with Deuce. Deuce know what he doing. Deuce on the DL. He ain't get paid yet. He got to get paid though. Shalom, y'all.